From the Newsroom at news.com.au.
Well, the death toll from the floods in Queensland and New South Wales has risen to 10. A 76-year-old man from Queensland and an 80-year-old woman from Lismore in New South Wales are the latest fatalities. Residents in Sydney are being told to brace for flooding today, with up to 200 millimetres of rain expected. In other news, Scott Morrison has tested positive for COVID. The PM is experiencing flu-like symptoms and will isolate at home in Sydney. Overseas now, dozens of diplomats walked out of the UN Human Rights Council when it was time for Russia's foreign minister to speak. Instead of listening to his speech, the diplomats gathered outside the chamber in front of a Ukrainian flag and applauded loudly. Meanwhile, Russian forces are ramping up their efforts to take Ukraine's capital, Kiev. Overnight, a Russian airstrike hit the city's main television tower, killing 5 people and knocking out some broadcasts. Vladimir Putin has reportedly ordered the military to take the capital by force today. Taking a look at sport now, there's more tension in the ranks of the Australian cricket team, with players angered by the shock axing of their team physio. Players were blindsided by an email from management announcing that David Beakley, a popular figure within the team, was being replaced. The players are said to be stunned and upset that no official reason has been given. To showbiz, Rebel Wilson is celebrating her 42nd birthday in style. She's flown a bunch of her friends, including Hugh Sheridan, to a ritzy resort in Mexico. Rooms at the hotel in Cabo cost more than $2,500 per night. Moving on, one of the cast members from the TV show The Outback Wrangler has been killed in a helicopter crash. 34-year-old Chris Willow Wilson died during the crash in a remote part of West Arnhem Land. His colleague, 28-year-old Sebastian Robinson, suffered serious injuries during the accident and is in a critical but stable condition in hospital. And finally, in royal news, the Queen has returned to work after battling COVID. The 95-year-old held 2 virtual engagements from Buckingham Palace.
Follow or subscribe to From the Newsroom wherever you get your podcasts.